I always liked the song The Living Years by Mike and the Mechanics, but it wasn't until the morning my dad died that those lyrics became my own painful reflection. I wasn't there that morning when my father passed away. I didn't get to tell him all the things I had to say. I'm sure I heard his echo in my baby's newborn tears. I wish I could have told him in the living years. My son was 5 months old when Dad died. This September 11, he turned 17. He was a 9/11 baby, World Trade Center Day. I remember holding him in my arms for the first time as the Twin Towers crashed to the ground. Yesterday I handed him my car keys. I promised him that I would be in the passenger seat forever. As we took our first drive together, I thought to myself, what would Dad say now? What advice would he give me? And another verse of this song came to mind. Every generation blames the one before. All of their frustrations come beating on our door. One of the greatest challenges to every generation is the next generation. Have we really listened to them? How have we led them? And what really have we left them? Our next generation are facing an environment that is increasingly hostile towards Christianity in a way unseen in the West before. Most of their peers are either unchurched, unchristian, or anti-Christian. They are struggling with understanding how to navigate this difficult environment for ministry. In Australia now, only 7% of those under the age of 30 have any Christian orientation. This means they are only 2% away from being considered a lost tribe or unreached people group. All evangelism in Australia must now be approached cross-culturally. But how do we prepare our next generation of leaders for mission and ministry in a hostile cross-cultural environment unless we're willing to hand over leadership to them? I met a young pastor the other day who through tears said to me, I feel like I've been prepared, trained for a ministry context that no longer exists. He said, I desperately need help. I desperately need a new vision of leadership and a new paradigm for ministry to train my congregation to understand this hostile mission field. As we navigate this treacherous landscape, what can we learn from cross-cultural missionaries for leadership, church growth, and mission in our time? My brother and I were brought up on the mission field where my parents were missionaries to animists and Muslims. All our ministry careers we've been unpacking and tweaking what we learnt from our missionary parents. We'd like to share with you a uniquely effective paradigm of leadership and church growth that we helped to develop. Drawn from the sacrificial succession of Jesus and forged across 6 nations and multiple ethnic groups, with many going through persecution and war, this ministry has been the most effective mission venture in the history of 2 of the nations where we work. From January to June 2018, 704 of our frontline missionaries have introduced more than 55,000 people to Jesus, discipled and baptized and sent into churches another 38,000, with 295 new successors sent out. We look forward to sharing this vision with you and introducing you to our friends on the front line so that together we can impact nations for Christ.